None of us really know each other.
We're all screw-ups.
But somehow, we were all in the same place at the same time when Billy found those coins. Guys, check out how we glow.
How's it going, everybody? Today I'm reviewing the new rebooted TV franchise turned into a movie, Power Rangers. So the movie basically features a brand new up-and-coming cast, and basically the movie's about these five kind of Breakfast Club-ish type teenagers. They're kind of down on their luck. They have some problems going on throughout their whole lives. Each one is a little different together, and basically they come together, find these kind of stones, and they become the Power Rangers. Now, I did watch the TV series as a kid. I didn't watch it like religiously or anything like that, but I did watch it quite a bit, but I wasn't like as invested. I don't know all like the little Easter eggs here and there. I kind of remember Rita, but at the same time I don't. The villain, of course, played by Elizabeth Banks in this movie. But I still was looking forward to it because I understand, like, I knew what to expect, at least when I watched that show. It was very cheesy, over the top, and I enjoyed it as a kid. And this one, the trailers at least sold me, had a little more realistic take on it. So I was kind of looking forward to this new, fresh, updated, more modern version of the Power Rangers. And that's pretty much what you get for the first two-thirds of the movie. I kind of felt like I know this is a kind of a bad comparison, but the Fantastic Four movie, when there's all these people coming together, the previous one, where it was kind of a more serious tone, this one has humor in it, but at the same time, it's more realistic and more grounded. And these first two-thirds of the movie, you kind of get to see them come together and just bond and kind of go through some little problems in order to try to become the Power Rangers and see why they are the indeed chosen ones to take up this mantle. And I really enjoyed all the characters in this movie. Probably my favorite was the Blue Ranger. He was great. The Red Ranger, of course, he's great. And the pink one, the three leads, those are the kind of, I guess, the leads, if you want to call it that. They were all fantastic, along with the more supporting Rangers in the yellow one and the Black Ranger. They were both great as well. I think the cast altogether did a fantastic job, and that was kind of one of my concerns going into it, because all these newcomers, it could really fall flat on its face. The acting could be subpar, but it wasn't, and that was kind of the main reason that kept you really invested in the first two-thirds of this movie. And of course, the Blue Ranger, I did recognize him. He was from Me and Earl and the Dying Girl. If you haven't seen that movie, go check it out. He's great in that as well. But yeah, the cast, like I said, altogether pretty good, minus Elizabeth Banks, which is kind of the more veteran actress, but she plays a very over-the-top villain, and it works for the show. I don't know if it necessarily works in this movie. That being said, I kind of enjoyed it because, I don't know, it felt like it was plucked right out of the TV show, and I enjoyed it for that reason, and I totally get it, and it shouldn't work, and it honestly probably doesn't work. These two kind of conflicting tones, especially when we get into the third act, the grand finale of everything, these two conflicting tones don't really mesh together, but I enjoyed it just because it felt like a throwback to the old show. So you'll see the discrepancy in my movie rating and enjoyment rating at the end of the thing. But there's, like I said, there is a discrepancy in the tones. Elizabeth Banks is so over the top that I enjoyed it. Also, there's some cool nods, just like I don't want to give it away, but like once these Rangers finally get their suits and everything like that, there's some cool stuff that happens when they're fighting all the people, whatever they need to fight. And yeah, it's cool when they get in their Zords and everything like that, and it's cool. I understand people, like the finale action sequence probably isn't the greatest thing in the world you've ever seen, but I enjoyed it, again, just because based off nostalgia, and that's one of the things that I enjoyed about it. But I understand on a more movie critiquing level, it's probably not the greatest. But I'm looking forward to whenever they do make a sequel. I'm sure they will if this movie makes money. I will be looking forward to it 100%, because, like I said, these characters that you meet, you grow to kind of love them, and you see each one of them how they're different and how they work together to overcome all their problems. Also, shout out to Bryan Cranston. He was great in the movie playing Zordon, and I didn't mind also the voice work done by Bill Hader as AP5. I believe that's the robot's name. It didn't bother me. I heard one critic say, like, oh, he's kind of annoying and stuff like that, kind of like he was in the show. I didn't find it. I thought he was kind of funny at times, but who knows? I found him enjoyable, so there's that. But like I said, there is two conflicting tones, and I totally understand that, but I enjoyed all the character development. I even enjoyed the finale just because of the little Easter eggs and here and there, and just the nostalgia kind of took over a little bit in the third act, and for myself, I enjoyed it. Like I said, I can judge it, though. Elizabeth Banks kind of did not fit in this movie at all, really. And from final set piece could have probably been a little bit better, maybe a little anticlimactic at times, but like I said, overall, I enjoyed the movie, although there are the flaws in it. I enjoyed it. Also, one last note, I feel like the movie could have been wrapped up maybe just a little bit sooner. It did feel a little long at times, and I think they probably could have cut out a bit of the bonding time over the first half of the movie, because we don't really get to see a whole lot of action until the last little bit. But I think they could have just sped it up a little bit, and it would have been a little smoother type of movie. So with all that said, I give Power Rangers a movie rating of a 6.5 out of 10. I think like there's some enjoyable moments in it, but the conflicting tone does come in there, and it does kind of, I don't know, it doesn't treat the tones great when you're talking about on a pure movie basis level. As for my enjoyment rating, I'm going to give it a 7.5 out of 10, because like I said, those flaws, they didn't bug me, although I understood them. I just saw through them and enjoyed the movie for what it was when it did get into that third act, when it was more silly. So anyways, let me know if you're looking forward to Power Rangers in the comment section below. Again, be sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel for more videos each and every week. That is it, and I will talk to y'all later.